What makes an athlete to reach the Champions League, the NBA, or the Olympics is how much progress they made at their lives during a given age. And what makes you to make more progress and develop yourself is the quality and quantity of skills that you have. Think of yourself as a FIFA Ultimate Team card or as a My Team card. The more skills you have and the better they are, the more agents and clubs will be looking for you and become interested on you. And the truth is, you can develop most of these skills that made LeBron James, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Michael Phelps successful. But what do you think they are? Dribbling well, having great skills, being tall, being strong. These are very important. But for you to use them or even for you to develop them, it's important that you are confident, motivated, focused, calm mental skills. Michael Phelps, one of the most successful athletes of all time, was unable to focus. His kindergarten teacher told his mother that he would never be able to focus on something. He also shared that in the past it was difficult for him to focus on one thing at a time. Today, he's ranking number 6 as the best male athlete of all time of all sports, for someone who was unable to focus on anything. Some people look at his body and think he was able to win 23 golden medals because he had good genetics. But his success only happened because of his commitment and desire to develop the skills he had to. And one of them was being more focused on the things he was doing. He was committed to develop the right mental skills for his sport. Let's watch a small clip from the Washington Post and how they define Michael Phelps.
Like proving other people wrong.
In the water, Michael Phelps is a force to be reckoned with. But his dominance in the pool isn't just a physical attribute. Phelps' exacting mental standards and preparation propel him beyond other swimmers.
I've never seen him be discouraged by anything. He can take it, and part of that is just this confidence that he has in his ability to get the job done.
Bob started, at a very young age to prepare me to be ready for anything and everything. One of the things that has been good for me, I think, besides training, has been my sort of mental preparation.
When you have that kind of powerful brain stuff going, I think it translates into performance.
Along with his coach, Bob Bowman, Phelps has extensively trained himself to visualize and plan for both good and bad outcomes.
He's the best I've ever seen and maybe the best ever in terms of visualization. He will see it exactly the perfect race, and he will see it like he's sitting in the stands, and he'll see it like he's in the water.
Bowman's computer analogy is apt. Because the different reactions are programmed into Phelps' mind, he doesn't have to worry about adapting on the day of a competition, and instead can focus on being the best athlete he can in the present. His mental self-reliance may be his biggest strength.
If you want something, you're going to have to go through pain, you're going to have to want it, you're going to have to work for it.
I think he was very good at setting goals for practice and putting himself in situations where psychologically he had to come through.
This guy went from not being able to focus on anything to the best male swimmer of all time. What stands between you and your goal is much less than this. And you can develop these, you can develop the right skills. It only takes the right knowledge and the commitment for doing it. You probably know that the human being has a tendency for procrastinating. We tend to leave everything you can do after for the following day. It's normal, saying I'll do later, I'll do it next week, next month I start the gym, next month I'll buy that book, next week I'll start studying for that test. We simply postpone things. So I must ask you, how long will you see your friends winning championships and you not playing as well as you could, getting nervous every match? How long will you keep listening to criticism from other people and allowing it to take you down? How long will you allow fear of getting hurt to decrease your performance? Do you really want to continue not knowing how to motivate yourself to practice as much as you should? Listen to what other athletes have to say about this.
An online course called Winner Mindset. If you want to get physically or tactically stronger, be more confident, be less anxious, be calmer, or you gotta get over your mistake faster. I got that one a lot. But I never really knew how to do that. I knew I had to, I just didn't know how. So this is what this course is about. Give you tools to get over all that kind of stuff, get more confident, get over your mistake faster, how to deal with anxiety. So all this is included in the course. I have personally started myself. I've been enjoying a lot.
Believe me guys, there is no athlete that does not want this course. It is one of the most beneficial I have ever come across. It has helped me personally in multiple aspects, including of how to control my own mind, deal with failure, to become a better person and a better player as well. And I 100% recommend it.
What's up guys, my name is Omar Alba. I am a semi-professional soccer player here in the States. I've played UPSL for quite some time now. I've played USL 2 as well for a few seasons, and in the beginning of my career I did manage to find athlete's mentality quite early on. And if you're here on his page like I am right now, you're here for the right reasons, and we're all here for the same reasons. So obviously we all want to get better mentally, and that's what will give us a sharper edge. Helped me out quite a lot, so highly recommend. Please give it a check out.
Anyways, if you take the $109 and divide it by the 2 years of access that you have for the course, it means that you are investing less than 15 cents a day to take your career to the next level. If you're curious about what you get inside the course, I recorded a video explaining everything that is inside, the modules, the classes, and you can watch this video by clicking the link which is in the description of this video. Besides all the modules that I show you on that video, there's a module about injuries that I created because athletes asked me to do that. Many athletes message me on Instagram asking several questions, and I reply as many as I can because it's important for me to help you in any way I can. But it's impossible for me to answer everybody. I get several messages every single day and my schedule is full. The priority of my time is for the athletes enrolled in the course, because for these athletes I am 100% sure that they are serious about their progress. I will answer your questions on videos, talking to you exactly what drills you need to use or how you should use each of the drills for achieving what you want. If you need some tips or anything else, there's a Facebook group just for the course. In there, nobody gets unanswered. I just wanted to remind you that the course is cost only $109, but the next time I open spots, the price will go up. I don't even know when the course will open again, but think wisely about leaving this for the future. You might regret it. I am Gabriel Diano, and this is the 4th video of the Winner Mindset Challenge. If you haven't watched the 3 first videos, go back and watch them before you watch this one so you can take the full benefit of this video. In the first video, I talked about 6 steps for you to develop the winner mindset. In the second video, you learn about goal setting, how to set your goals, how to work on them, and actually achieve them. And on the last video, you learn how to get into the zone of flow and take the full benefits of getting into the zone. Also, there's a PDF for each one of those classes, and this PDF comes with exercises that you should use after you watch the class. Mental training is a consistent process, and if you don't apply the exercises, it doesn't matter if you watch the video or not. And this is why it's called a challenge. You are learning things in here, but you must apply them. You must use the exercises. If you still didn't get the PDF, you just have to click the link in the description, join my Telegram group, and the PDFs are available in there. Before we move into the exercise of this video, I want to make sure something is clear for you. Every trait is made of a set of skills, and skills you can learn them with the right strategy. Therefore, you need to believe in yourself. You can become like Michael Phelps, LeBron James, or Cristiano Ronaldo if you commit to develop the skills they have. And I'm not talking about physical skills. I'm talking about the skills that shape who they are. The key for working hard every day, focus on what matters, to be calm under pressure, to bounce back and learn from mistakes, to be a leader, and many other characteristics. Now, grab a piece of paper and let's get into work. By studying profoundly the main athletes of our generation and some athletes from the past, I was able to identify 6 main traits that makes a successful athlete. All of these athletes have these 6 characteristics in common. Developing these traits is key for you to become a champion, which stands for consistent, connected, confident, calm, conscious, and coachable. After years of studying and testing different methods, I was able to come up with a strategy that you can apply and develop these traits. Today, you're gonna learn 2 of them. The first one is being coachable. If you're watching this video, you probably think they are coachable. But if your coach doesn't think that you are not coachable. Only doing what our coach tells you to do is not being coachable. Sir Alex Ferguson, the only coach who won the Premier League 13 times and coached Manchester United for over 20 years, has one player that he influenced the most during his career. And it was not the player that he spent most years with. It was the player that was most willing to learn from him and apply what he told him. This player is Cristiano Ronaldo, and according to him, when he came to Manchester United, he had a lot of ability, but he didn't know how to use it. So Ferguson taught him everything, explained what he should do, and made him better. Ferguson, is like a father for Cristiano. One of my favorite exercises for making athletes more coachable, it's quite enjoyable for athletes. It's called the performance profile, and it's consisted of 4 steps. The first one is introducing the idea to your coach, having in mind that this is going to help you. This is not for your coach to judge you or for you to feel bad about what your coach thinks about you. This is a process that will help you to improve, have a feedback from your coach, and then develop a strategy for improving yourself. Have in mind that this is going not only to improve the reliability of the feedbacks you have on your life, but also improve your relationship with your coach. You're going to discuss with your coach the main qualities of your position and of your sport. Then you're gonna pick 10 to 15 of those characteristics, qualities that are more important for you. The areas you should consider are lifestyle and support, movement skills, physical preparation, psychological behavior, technical and tactical skills. On the PDF, there is an example for you to understand better how each one of these work. Then you're going to rate your performance on each of those characteristics from 0 to 10. Be honest with yourself and do it individually. Your coach must not see your responses for each of those. And also, don't judge yourself for having a low grade or a low score in any of those. This is for helping you to improve and not a test for you to pass or not. Then, your coach must do the same thing. He should rate how you perform on each of those qualities without seeing how you responded to it. And once you have the 2 answers from you and from your coach, for each one of those qualities, you must compare them, see if there's something that is really different from your perspective and from his, and you can also use this opportunity for discussing with your coach how he thinks that you can improve some of these qualities. This is going to improve your relationship with your coach. It is going to help you to track your progress and also to work on the things you should. The second C, and probably the most important, is being confident. When I was younger, I heard over 1,000 times that I should be more confident. And it doesn't take much knowledge to know that for an athlete to become successful, this athlete must be confident. But can you guess how many times someone came to me and explained it to me how I can get more confident? 0. I bet that the same has happened to you. But here you're having the opportunity to improve your confidence and to learn the steps, the clear steps for improving your confidence and becoming a better athlete. Confidence is a very complex topic, and because of that, there are several strategies for developing it. Inside the course, you got to learn how to develop your confidence on yourself, your confidence on your skills, and your confidence on decision making. All of which are extremely important for developing the right mindset to compete. In this video, I will show you an exercise to improve your confidence on yourself by working on your self-image. Your self-image is how you see yourself, and that has a tremendous impact on how you behave and the athlete you become, mainly because of 2 reasons. 1. All of your actions, behavior, feeling, and even abilities are always consistent with your self-image. It is the foundation of your personality and behavior. Your self-image acts like a filter for the things that you should or should not do, and also how you perceive things to be.
Connor.
Yeah.
Over here.
Where?
Right here.
Yeah.
How are you, sir?
How are you?
Good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I was asking you on Thursday about his right hand.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what you told me?
I said his right hand would get him into trouble. It's the shot I predicted. I said he'd overload on his right hand. I said I'd slip. I said I'd bang the left hook. And that's what happened.
Word for word, you said, I felt when we stared down, I felt his right hand was twitching, which was a subtle tell for me. He is ready to unload that right hand, and I feel that could be a downfall for him. If he lets that right hand go, I will not be there. I simply enter the way I enter, and that is enough. They either overextend or they shrink away, but either way it is not good for them. I will create traps and dead space inside that octagon, and I will walk him into that dead space, but all of a sudden he will be in danger. How do you do that? How do you predict these?
If you can see it here, and you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen. So I see these shots, I see these sequences, and I don't shy away from them. A lot of times people believe in certain things, but they keep to themselves. They don't put it out there. If you truly believe in it, if you become vocal with it, you are creating that law of attraction and it will become reality. I knew he would overextend and I knew I'd catch him. So I stick back.
Whatever happens to you, you make that to fit into your self-image. For example, if you see yourself as unlucky or inferior to your teammates, every loss or mistake you make will be interpreted as another reason for you to feel as inferior and to feel as things are not fair to you. On the other side, with a good self-image, with a winner mindset, you are going to interpret things in a different way. You interpret a mistake as part of the process and you understand a failure as being necessary for your own improvement. You learn from it and keep focused on the things that you should do. And 2, the self-image can be changed. For years, people thought that changing their personality, changing their actions was not possible. And that happened because these people didn't have the strategies for it. And the truth is that most of the athletes today can't change themselves because they don't have the tools for that. They don't have the tools you are having right here. If what you want is to have less negative thoughts and be more consistent with your workouts and your diet, your effort must be directed to the center of the problem, which is your self-image, and not the outcome of the problem. Your actions must be consistent with your self-image. Therefore, if you see yourself as a bad athlete, confidence will not be present on your actions. Now, pay attention to this and take some notes. I'm about to teach you how you can change your self-image. And as I said, you can get the free PDF with the exercises I'm explaining in this video by joining my Telegram group. The link for that is in the description of the video. Teach yourself new ways to think, imagine, act, and remember to develop a strong and realistic self-image. I wish I had more time in here to go deeper on this and explain everything connected to it, but for the system to work, you must continuously feed your subconscious with the right data, such as thoughts and interpretations. Inside the system, the most effective drill is a visualization practice, which is consisted of 4 steps. The first step is listing the more inconsistent steps of your self-image. For example, if you want to become more confident and you continue to tell yourself that things are not fair or that you're not good enough, these won't make you confident. For creating a self-image, it's important to think that you should accept who you are, not be ashamed of yourself, you should know your strengths and weaknesses, and you should be no more or less than who you are. Again, it's not about your weaknesses or strengths, it's what you make of them. Once you list all of these actions, it's important to pick just a few. Pick no more than 3 of those actions to work exclusively on them. Now, you're going to visualize scenarios where these actions happen and you're going to visualize how you feel about them, how you feel knowing what your self-image is like and how you should act towards that situation. Make this as realistic as you can, and I recommend that you add this visualization practice to your morning routine. For example, visualize yourself making a mistake in a game, knowing that doesn't define you, knowing how you feel, visualizing how you feel about that situation, and refocusing on the game. Visualizing why that doesn't affect you, who you actually are, and why it does not affect you anymore. And the last step is acting like it when it happens. It's important that you transform this visualization into actions. It's not gonna be easy, it's not gonna be natural at the first attempts, but you must do it. A few days ago, I received a message that really touched me. An athlete told me that he spent years of his life training, doing the right things, following a strict diet, putting a lot of effort, but he wasn't satisfied with his results. He wanted to play professionally, but he was lacking something that none of his coaches taught him before. And on this message, this athlete said that he realized that what he was lacking was not physical training. He had great skills, and he was really sad because he knows that if he had applied mental training before, if he was using the right strategies, he would be much better now, probably being already a professional athlete. But unfortunately, he didn't overcome those difficulties. Firstly, because no one ever told him that he should improve his mental side. And secondly, because no one ever presented him a strategy for doing that. Right at the moment, I remembered of my purpose. That guy told me that by now, he lost several opportunities in his life, and that he knew that the time he lost will never return. That guy could be having the career of his dreams right now. If someone had offered him a strategy 5 or 10 years ago. He didn't tell me which sport he plays, but it doesn't matter if it was cricket, soccer, basketball. I didn't create the course thinking about a specific sport. The drills in the course are useful for any athlete or coach. By the way, everyone asks me what's the difference between the blueprint and the course. The course came after the blueprint. The course is like an improved version of the blueprint. It contains all the drills that you have on the blueprint in a more deeper way, more explanation, better drills, and an improved strategy. The blueprint I wrote 4 years ago. Over these 4 years, I learned a lot of new things. I applied different strategies. I learned a lot of stuff. I talked to many more athletes than I had before. So the course is an improved version. You get the complete strategy for creating the perfect mindset. If you get the course, you also get the blueprint. Now you have 3 options. Option 1, you can struggle a lot with the challenge you're going to face during your career. Option 2, spend years of study and research trying to develop the right system for you to improve your mentality. Option 3, clicking the link in the description of this video, joining the Winner Mindset course, and start using the drills that transform average athletes into high-level athletes. It's not me saying, it's neuroscience. Your mind can take you to the highest level if you commit to the process. For those who continue their mental training, congratulations, and I see you inside the course. Thank you all for joining this challenge. I hope you apply everything you learn, and I hope you benefit from it. I see you soon.